need to get in the zone.
I took it and threw it on the ground. Bro. Fuck you, dog.
I'm up and on.
Loving is easy. You have me fucked up. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, never would lie to you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just so they get their pleasures from my boat, so you can see me, you can't squeeze. I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing.
Okay, let's start this Q&A. Hello. 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 Hi. Hello guys, it's Bella. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I've actually been meaning to do this for a very long time, and in my defense, I have filmed this 3 times already. The first couple of times I did it, I was trying to do a mukbang, and listen, after 3 failed attempts, I've just come to the conclusion that I'm not a mukbanger. So I just decided to do a regular old Q&A, kicking it old school. But like, in saying regular Q&A, it's not a regular Q&A, it's a cool Q&A. Because we know here on this channel that I don't like to answer boring ass questions. So I'm not going to. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the first question, just absolutely diving right into the deep end here, is most embarrassing sex story. Okay, so my most embarrassing sex story, I don't know if this counts as like a sex story, because technically like we weren't doing the deed, sealing the deal. But basically we were at my house when I lived with my parents, and I guess my mum walked in and just got full view of Kerry's butt, and I think I was 17 at the time, and so my mum freaked out. I don't even remember her exact reaction when like she walked in, but I do remember that she called Kerry's parents, which is so fucking embarrassing, and Kerry had to go and wait outside for his parents to come and pick him up, and then we couldn't see each other for a little while, and it was just like really awkward time. There was another time actually that we were at Kerry's house, his family's house, and no one was home except his sister, and we didn't know his sister was home. She walked in on us. The good thing was we were covered by a blanket, so like she didn't actually see anything, but like it's awkward because she knew what we were doing, and like, you know, in high school, I think I was in grade 12 at the time, so we went to the same school, and then she told like her friends, which were at my school, and then it kind of got around the school and people in my grade knew, and like my friend came up to me and was like, hey, did Kerry's sister walk in on you guys having sex? And I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't tell anyone at the time that I was having sex, you know, I wasn't going, hey guys, I'm having sex. Because I don't know why, but like in high school, I don't know if it's the same now. I'm saying that it's like, I didn't finish school only 4 years ago, but like, it was like, people judged other girls for having sex. Like I remember the first girl in our school that like there were sex stories about. Someone said like, oh my god, did you know that this girl did doggy style with her boyfriend? And everyone's like, oh my god, like
what a slut.
Why? I don't understand why it was so like weird back then, because it's fucking sex. I mean, hello. And then it's like guys are all like, yeah, I had sex, and it's like,
Yeah, dude, nice.
like but at the same time, people also made fun of me for never having had my first kiss, because Kerry like was my first kiss. So okay, so the next question is, how was high school for you? Honestly, high school was fucking shit. Worst time of my life. The single only thing I miss about high school was the tuck shop muffins. Everything else can go fucking jump in a ditch. I hated it. I used to go home and cry to my parents every single night. I just went to a fucking shit school. Like everyone in my grade was a bitch, and no one got along. In the long run, I'm glad my parents didn't let me change schools, because I feel like it's helped a lot with like what I do as a job, because if someone says a mean comment to me, I'm like, honestly could not give less of a fuck. Like I've already dealt with that in real life, so like I don't give a shit what someone says to me on the internet. But yeah, fuck, it was a terrible time. And like when I finished school, a little bit after I finished school, I started my YouTube channel. And oh my god, I had like statuses made about me, Snapchat stories, Instagram posts, like people making fun of me in their bios, everything, which still happens to this day, even though I finished school 4 years ago. Like, hello, don't you have anything better to do with your time? I guess not. Next question is, do you plan on having kids with Kerry? I feel like right now, not even on my radar, not planning for it, not interested. Okay, first of all, I feel like I just would be the worst pregnant person ever. I just, like, the whole aspect of being pregnant and giving birth scares the fuck out of me. I am the most dramatic person when I'm sick or feel nauseous. It's ridiculous. So I just feel like that's not for me. Second of all, kids, like, I'm just not interested. Like, I don't get clucky. I just feel like I don't vibe with kids. That is such a weird, I just don't vibe with kids. I feel like maybe when I'm like in my 30s or something, I'll probably want a child. Okay, next question is, what was your first time like? Honestly, like, I just feel like it was normal. I'm sorry that the lighting keeps changing as well. It's like a really gloomy day outside, so apologies in advance. I feel like it was just really normal. Just, you know, not like you see in TV where you're like pushed up against a wall or, you know, ripping each other's clothes off. Like, we were already doing stuff and then it just like, you know, happened with consent. I was like, hey, let's do it. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yes, fucking put it in, bitch. No, but like, you know, I just feel like it was so, it's not at all like the movies, I feel, you know, just regular old, just missionary vanilla sex. Okay, the next question is, how old were you when you got your first period? And I'm gonna answer this and another question at the same time, because I also got another question that said, most embarrassing period story. Okay, so basically when I was in grade 6, I was helping my friend with her presentation, and back then, like, if somebody asked you to hold their poster at the front of the class, like, that was an honor. Like, yes, bitch, I will hold your poster for you. It was a big deal. So it was my friend's time for her presentation, but I needed to pee so fucking bad. Like, I was busting. But there's no way I was gonna give up my chance to hold her poster for her. We went up to the front of the class. Ew, I just like spat a little bit, okay. We went up to the front of the class. I was holding her poster for her. She was doing her presentation and I pissed myself just in front of the entire class. I just fucking peed myself. I put the poster down. I ran outside to the toilet because I was peeing myself. I cannot stress this enough. Pee was running down my legs in front of the entire class. Anyway, I sorted the situation out. There was no pee mark. Maybe I got a score from like the principal or something. I don't know what happened there, but there was no pee mark or anything like that. I was all good. I didn't go back to class until lunchtime. So the bell rang. I left the toilet to go out to eat lunch with my friends. And one of the girls from year 7 comes up to me and she goes, hey, did you get your period? Because we were all having a bet, like, whether or not you got your period. And I was like, what the fuck? I wanted to die because getting a period, like, it's so embarrassing. I was so embarrassed when she said that to me. I was in grade 6, so I was like, holy fuck. I was like, no, I felt really sick, but like I didn't get my period. And she was like, oh, damn. And then walked away and I was like, what the fuck? But when I actually did get my period, I was either in grade 8 or 9. I think it was like either the start of grade 9 or the end of grade 8. And I was actually at home, luckily. It was a school day, but it was like that night. So I was at home and I went to the toilet and I saw there was blood in my pants. And I was like, I didn't know shit about periods. Like I knew that it was a period, but I was still like, what the fuck? I didn't want to tell anyone. I was so embarrassed. So my entire first period, I just wrapped toilet paper around my underwear. And, you know, I'm sure we've all been there before. It is not comfortable and you're just always scared. And I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell anyone. Eventually, like before my next period, my mom actually came to talk to me and ask if I had my period. I think she must have seen like some spillage on my underwear or something and knew, but she didn't tell me because like it was just too intuitive of her to come and talk to me. But anyway, she came and spoke to me and asked if I had had my period yet, and I was like, yeah, I did. And I was so embarrassed. Like I just wanted the ground to eat me up. I didn't want to tell her. I didn't want to tell anyone. I was so just like, I just felt so uncomfortable about it. And you know, my mum was nice, went and bought me pads and tampons and all of that, but it was fucking horrible. It's the worst. Which I don't know why I was so embarrassed. Like it's a period, everyone gets it. I have no idea why I felt so uncomfortable about it, but just to stir up the comments, thoughts on vaccinations. Honestly, if you're against vaccinations, you're a fucking idiot, and that's all there is to it. Thanks. What is the freakiest thing that you and Kerry have done? Okay, so yeah. And then another time I think we went to like have a picnic or something down by the river, and then we ended up like having sex and a party boat went past and they all went woo, and it was so fucking awkward. Oh my god, it was so funny. We just like pretended that it like wasn't. We were like, what the fuck was that for us? And then the worst thing was the party boat came back and they all did the same thing and we were like, oh my god. Okay, so the next question is, are you on birth control and what are your thoughts on it? I'm actually not on the pill right now, but I did take it for 5 years, since grade 11. I originally went on it for cramps because I got really bad period cramps. And I went off it, I think like 4 months ago, just to see if it would help with my hormones. I don't really have bad hormones, but just to see if it would change anything, and also weight loss wise, because I heard some people gain weight on the pill. I was taking Yaz and it was so fine for me. Never had any problems at all. Didn't break out, didn't gain weight from it, nothing. So I actually think I'm gonna go back on it again. I also have had the bar in my arm, which is just, or some people call it the rod. It just goes in your arm. It's a contraception. I didn't get my period while I was on it, which is why I got it, because I heard if you get it in, you might not have your period. I think it lasts like 3 years or something. Worst thing that ever happened to me in my whole life. In 3 months, I gained 10 to 15 kilos, and I've always had pretty clear skin, but my fucking god, my skin broke out so bad. I just had like lumps all over my head. Just my forehead, you just couldn't see it. I was so insecure about it that I bought a camera called the Sony a5100 because it has a built-in skin smoothing filter that I don't think you can turn off. I filmed all of my videos on it, so if you go back like 3 years on my channel, I was using a skin smoothing camera because I was so insecure about the weight gain, about the pimples all over my face. As soon as I got the bar out, once I realized what was happening, all of the pimples just went away. Didn't lose the weight though, unfortunately, because it doesn't work like that. So here I am. And like, it was just so bad for my self-confidence, because imagine like gaining 10 to 15 kilos in 3 months. Like, that is a lot to take in. If you had to be a fly on the wall to one of your mystery cases, which one would you choose and why? 100% Madeleine McCann. I want to know so badly what happened to her. I don't think she's still alive, as sad as that is to say, because I think if she was, with how huge the case is, I definitely think someone would have seen her. Have any of your past high school enemies or ex-boyfriend tried reaching out to you? I don't have an ex-boyfriend, but girls that were really mean to me in school have tried. It's so funny. One time I was out clubbing and a girl came up to me and was like, I've missed you so much. I was like, what did you miss exactly? Because we weren't friends, you were a bitch. And I had another girl come up to me while I was out clubbing. She's like, I know we didn't get along in high school, but I just want you to know you did good things. I was like, what? And then she followed me around the whole night. She got on my phone, unblocked herself, followed herself. And then as soon as I got home, I blocked her. I actually called my friend and I was like, you won't believe what happened. And my friend was like, Bella, fucking block her right now. And I was like, true. And then another time I went in to get my hair cut, and lo and behold, this girl that was a bitch to me in high school was cutting my hair. And she was like, oh, like, I watch your videos. She was like, you know, we can do your hair for free and whatever. I was like, this is such an interesting question. Do you ever think you become a target because of your videos? I was actually talking to Kerry about this the other night, and personally, I don't think so, because I live in Australia and I cover like cases that aren't so much in Australia, and you know, as if someone's gonna come kill this little YouTuber just because I said I think it's him. Not that they'd be watching my videos. I wonder if like anyone that is guilty has ever watched my videos, like if they like Google themselves or Google the cases they're related to. I wonder, that would be so interesting. Don't think I'm on anyone's radar, and I'm in Australia, and I don't think they'd be able to figure out where I live. I wonder if like someone would make a video about me if I like died under mysterious circumstances. Was your first time scary / painful, and how old were you? It was not scary at all. It was actually like a little bit painful, but not really. And I think I was in grade 12 or going into grade 12. So I was like 17, I think. What's the worst fight / argument you've ever had with someone? This one's actually funny. I'm going to show this to my friend, because me and my friend, when we were in grade 7, had a fight because I wouldn't let her ride my bike. And then she wasn't talking to me and she was too stubborn to say anything. We're both very stubborn. And I was too stubborn to like say sorry for not letting you ride my bike, and then we didn't talk for 2 years. And we're still friends now, so. I want to use tampons because I love sport and to swim, but I'm scared. Any advice? Okay, I totally understand, because I was the exact same way. I was so scared of tampons. Like, I didn't want to put anything up there. I was scared I wouldn't be able to get it out. I was scared it would hurt. Like, I just had no idea about them. So I didn't use tampons for the longest time. I just refused, which sucked because I was on the swim team, so it was a difficult time. But the first time I used a tampon, I actually used one that had like an applicator. So that is like a great idea for the first time you use a tampon for sure. I would highly recommend doing that, because that's how I got used to them as well. And that is all I used for the longest time, because I was so scared of them. Tampons are a lifesaver. They don't hurt, so you don't feel them at all. So yeah, honestly, nothing to be scared of. Just don't leave them in for too long. Obviously, that is unhygienic. But yeah, I would definitely recommend getting the ones with the applicator. And then inside the little tampon box, it like will have a set of instructions to tell you exactly how to do it and all of that good stuff. And then you don't even have to put your finger up there if you use the applicator. Oh! It's just Kerry. Okay, so that is the end of this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!